Good morning. It's Embracing EJ here. Today, I just wanted to talk about being spirituality, and what it means to me. So, let me just give you a little bit of backstory. When I was about 15 or 16, my mom had us going to church like every Sunday. And I'm saying like every Sunday because that was a lot. We didn't really go before that, but she always taught us about God and, praying and stuff like that. So I was cool with that. But when we started doing the church thing, it was like this deep. So long story short, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. My experience was not a pleasant one. Um, I like to be involved, do what I can. So I had asked the pastor to what I needed to do to be able to join the choir, and his response was, "Oh, well, you can't join the choir because you're wearing a necklace." And I was like, "What?" Uh, I felt at that moment like I knew, like, oh no, this is not gonna work. This is not for me. I had on a gold-plated necklace with the letter E on it, and I had that necklace on because my dad gave it to me. It was important to me. So I didn't like that he didn't look at me as a whole person. He judged me immediately and said, like, I guess like I was being flashy or something. Um, and I've never been a type, like, I don't have on earrings right now. Like, I've never been a type to wear a lot of earrings or jewelry. I have my nose pierced now, and I got these like a year or two ago, and I'm 27 years old now. So um, it was just, it was, I felt, I was like, I don't like this. I don't know why he would say that to me. But anyway, I started experiencing things like, this is gonna sound crazy, but when I would go to sleep at night, I could feel my bed shaking. I would wake up with scratches on my face and bruises. That to me was like I was being attacked, but I didn't know about what. It went on for weeks before I ever said anything because I was scared. I didn't know what the heck was happening. Um, Now that I'm 27 years old with a little bit of knowledge about some things, I feel like it was the energy that I was around. I was absorbing a lot of negative energy that I was around and taking it home with me. By me being so young and not knowing, I felt like I just literally picked it up and took it out to the church right with me. So it's not that like I do admire a lot of people who are religious, who are very disciplined, but that for me would just sent me into a different direction. So I knew then it wasn't for me. So I told my mom, and she had my aunt. She called my aunt, and my aunt prayed and threw holy water all over the room and stuff. From that day forward, it never happened again. From that time, it didn't happen again. But yeah, that to me was just like, oh no, this isn't for me. So I'm more about energy and what I feel. Most of the time, people will say, "Oh, this looks nice," but I'll feel something that's like, no, this ain't for me. And it's like that with a lot of things. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. It's a lot of people's hair that I just won't touch because I'm just like, no, something off with you. And I feel like I feel their spirit, like their inner being, and it's not right. And I feel like everything is a balance, like there's good deeds, there's bad deeds, but every person has both, not just, oh, you have to do all these good deeds and never do one bad thing. Because you're going to be the bad person to somebody. You're going to be the enemy to somebody in somebody's story. You could be doing the best thing for you, and somebody will look at you and say, oh, I don't like that. She shouldn't have did that. She's wrong. Da da da. So I look at it in a different way. So I will prefer being spiritual, going with my mind, going with my what I feel like is right, feeling inside with reason, within reason, for what I need versus just, going off of religion and it being a guideline of you have to do this because this says this or that says that. Now, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to nobody who does that, but it's just not for me. So that situation was why I knew back then, like, I couldn't do this. So since then, I've just been looking for something that is for me. And so, yes, now I am so spiritual. I am a sage burning crystal having babe. That's what I do now. So yeah, that's my reason for not being religious but spiritual. It started at a young age for me. Things just didn't make sense to me like they made sense to everybody else. Or when I asked the question, it was because the book said it wasn't, nobody could give me what they thought in their mind, like an original thought, an original feeling, and that bothered me a lot because I'm very creative. So I was just like, I don't really like that answer. I don't know what to do with that. And yes, it was hard. People didn't like it. They would say, well, you don't believe in God. No, I believe in the Creator. I believe in consciousness. I believe in us all getting to a point to where we can understand how life flows. That's what I believe in. But yeah, it was hard at first. People would look at me like, "Oh, you an atheist?" Or you worship the devil? Like, no, you just jump off the deep end. There's a lot more out there. I do believe you can be spiritual and religious. There's a lot of stuff out there. As long as you are knowledgeable, you try to understand those things. But some people just don't. They just stick to what they know, and that's fine. No judgment here. But for me, I had to learn more. I had to do more. So yeah, that's just my backstory of why I chose to be spiritual and not religious. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. You can like, share, comment on this video, and let me know what you prefer: religion, spirituality, or both, and your reasons, of course. Thank you for watching.